May is Mental Health Month, and this morning we're highlighting the importance of veteran mental health, especially when transferring out of service and into civilian life. To learn more, we're joined this morning by Air Force veteran Benjamin Hightower and Andrea McCarran, president of the PenFed Foundation for Military Heroes. Good morning to you both. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
First of all, Benjamin, let me start with you. What do you think is the greatest challenge that veterans face when they are making that transition?
Oh, I think it can feel like such a lonely process because you're leaving a community that's already built in for you and stepping in sort of to the unknown. But there's so many people who do it, and there are resources available to you. So one of which is the PenFed Foundation, who I'm here with today, who helped me navigate my transition from the service into this dream I have of being a singer-songwriter, and they're making it possible for me.
I love that. So, Andrea, talk more about how the PenFed Foundation does work to support these service members.
Brandy, we believe in veterans. And did you know that fewer than 1% of Americans serve in the military? Fewer than 1%. So the 99% of us that don't serve in uniform really need to step up and elevate and support those who do. I'm the proud daughter of an Air Force Brigadier General. My uncle served, my grandfather, my brother, my nephew. I've raised 6 service dogs for veterans and others with a disability. So it's in my DNA. And my message to you is that every American can do something, just a little something, to give back to the veteran community.
And so, Benjamin, I want to turn back to you a little bit. You talked about your goals and what you're working on now, but what are some of the ways that you have been working to heal and to cope with life after service?
Well, for me, it's songwriting. It's putting words on a page, it's writing melodies, and I've released music even this week about what it was kind of like to transition and move to New York, and that's out on all streaming platforms. It's called Manhattan Perfect. So for me, it's songwriting, right? For other veterans, it could be woodworking, it could be running, it could be poetry. You don't have to be creative, you just have to find a passion and run after it. And I think what comes with that is community and life. And that is so helpful as a transitioning veteran because you find people who are like-minded and they have a reason to get up and get out of bed and work towards something. And I'm so grateful to be here and to be able to make music and releasing music. It's truly such a joy.
What would you say, though, to a veteran who is struggling with this and really is just kind of struggling and suffering in silence? What would be your advice?
I would say you are not alone. You're not alone. Other people are struggling too. And although it is a scary choice and a scary thing to do, asking for help is such a courageous and worthwhile endeavor. I got mental health help when I was in the military, and I wish I would have done it sooner because it really helped me and helped me figure out how to unwind in my free time. And I would say to you, if you are struggling, it's okay to ask for help. I know it's hard, but it's so worth it. And there are other people who are struggling too. And by taking that just first step towards healing, your life will improve and you'll find value in it and beauty in it. And so I just encourage you to not suffer in silence, but to just ask for help.
Benjamin, Andrea, thank you both for joining us this morning. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
me.